Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am your host, Data T, and this is my channel, The Good Guys. Today's story comes out of Thornton, Colorado, and the title reads, One Killed, One Wounded After Attempted Home Invasion in Thornton. So, before we get into this, guys, if you guys wouldn't mind, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let's dive in.
Led to a chase that ended near I-76 and Federal. That's where we find 9 News reporter Lauren Scafidi this morning. So, Lauren, what are you seeing out there at 8 o'clock?
Good morning to you both, Corey and Drew. We know that one person is dead, another person is hurt after a shooting and a police chase that ended right here at 56 and Federal. We want to show you what we're seeing now. We've kind of seen this scene change since we've been here at around 5:30 this morning. A lot of investigators around that white Range Rover a little bit earlier. Now it's looking a little bit quieter as the investigation continues. As far as we can see past that Range Rover, it is flashing lights all the way down to at least 76. This is all blocked off. Your Federal is shut down between 56 and 58. And of course, that means huge traffic impacts right in the middle of rush hour. If you look at all of these cars a little bit closer to us, this is northbound Federal. That's moving just fine. Southbound Federal is the issue this morning. But all of this started at 96 in Huron earlier this morning. So we want to bring you over there. Here's a live picture from that scene right now from our photographer, Manny Patello. Thornton police say a call came in for a shooting at around 4 this morning here at 96 in Huron. Someone who lives in that apartment heard gunshots and called it in. Police say one person was found there shot. They were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police say a suspect then drove away from that shooting, and we learned that someone was able to give them a good description, and that's why Thornton police were able to chase them. So let's bring it back out here live to 56 in Federal. That's where I'm standing this morning. Again, that chase ended here, and you can see that white Range Rover crashed underneath that traffic light. Again.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, so what has been shown far, they've given us details about what has happened. And it's important that, again, awareness is the key here. And being aware, you can help in many different situations. And in this case, the reason why they were able to be apprehended, these individuals, because there's actually more in the vehicle than just one person, is why ultimately they were brought to justice. Obviously, this happened early morning, and obviously, usually around 4 o'clock in the morning, regardless of where you are, usually it's pretty dark, right? The witness is key here because he or she was able to give an accurate account and a good description of the vehicle. This is after hearing the gunfire in the apartment complex. He was able to contact police and let them know, hey, this is what the vehicle looked like. And then obviously the chase ensued and they were able to get these guys. Fantastic. Kudos on the witness. Okay. And let's see if we can get a little bit more on, let's say, what actually happened there.
And this is where the chase ended. One person was found shot in this car. Police confirmed that they died. Thornton PD says that several people are in custody. We just learned within the last hour that 3 people were arrested in this car. So, of course, police are investigating this morning. We can't tell you what led up to this shooting because police don't even know what started this all. We're also waiting to learn if there's any relation. Do these people know each other? How did they know each other? I'm working to get those answers for you. I'm live on the scene here, working to get those. As soon as I have answers, I promise I will bring them to you live on air and on 9news.com. But let's talk traffic again. So let's bring in Brianna Fernandez, who's looking at all of this from a...
Okay, so what actually happened, guys, at this apartment complex was there was an attempted home invasion. Okay, and it looks like it was all 4 of these individuals that they caught, and the man who was, looks like he sustained the gunshot at the apartment complex. He was found dead in the vehicle after they got caught up with him and made their arrest after the chase. Okay. Now, in the story, if you go back and read it, there was a 35-year-old man that was injured at the scene. Okay. That man apparently, after they tried to get into the house, obviously the homeowner started to fire. Okay. And like they said, there was an exchange of gunfire. So kudos to the self-defender. Okay, that's who we can assume was the one firing at these individuals, because it looks like to me, after we may not get any more information, they're just going to go through the traffic, but it looks like to me that was most likely the person who shot at him. In any case, kudos again, and the self-defender, the homeowner here, is the good guy. Guys, what can you actually do when you have more than one defender? This is why it's so important sometimes that if we talk about equipment, maybe a rifle is better in this case. Maybe a shotgun is better in this case, and not even a pump action shotgun. Maybe we're talking now a semi-auto, which is very nice. Some of these are 5 with a magazine. Some may be able to put 8 or 9 in the tube. There's so many different options, and I always wonder, and I hope this never happens to me, if I ever have a home invasion, what weapon am I going to use? I have a multitude of weapons at my side, and I keep thinking to myself, do I pick this one? Do I pick this one? You know, and definitely we want to go for maximum damage, okay? Or maybe actually that's not the correct term. You want to stop the threat, okay? So again, kudos to the self-defender, and I'm so glad that they were able to get these jokers and put them away. So another one for the good guys.